Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Gebra. This is their 10,000 milliamp power bank with wireless charger built in. So you can pick this up on Amazon at the time of this review for $24.99. I'll have that link in the description below. Also in the description, you're going to have a 5% off coupon that they were nice enough to supply for me for doing this review so that you guys can save some money. So we're going to dig into this really quickly. Sit back, relax, hang out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the features and specifications on this wireless charging power bank. Obviously, it has a Qi wireless charger built into it so that you can use anything like your newer iPhones, your Samsung line, basically any phone that has Qi charging built in, you will be able to use on this power bank. It does have overcurrent and short circuit protection. It does have a capacity and battery of 10,000 milliamps. It's a polymer cell. It uses micro USB to recharge the battery pack as a DC 5 volt at 2 amps. It takes about 4 to 5 hours to fully charge this, maybe even a little more than 5 hours to fully top this off. It does have a Type-C input on it, a lightning input on it that has DC 5 volt at 2 amp, and it does have a USB output that has a DC 5 volt at 2 amps. So you can charge regular wired if you want to with that 5 volt 2 amp, and your wireless output is going to be 5 volts at 1.5 amps. Now you have to be within 8 millimeters for the wireless charging distance, so if you have a really thick case you might have some problems, but you guys will see that we test this out with a case in just a second. Dimensions are 156 by 79 by 15 millimeters, so those are the specifications. I'll also have those listed below. Okay, so this is everything that you get once you open the box. You're going to, of course, get the power bank itself. You're going to get a user manual here, and this is a fairly basic user manual. It is all written in English, which is great. The print is a little bit small. It's going to go over the specifications that I've already covered. It's going to go over a few other things here of how to charging USB devices, how to use the wireless charging, but I'm going to be covering all of that here in the review, so hold on to it for reference. You can use it if you need it. Let's take a look at the charge cable that you're going to get. Now this is a standard USB to micro USB charge cable, which is excellent because you can actually charge this unit up. It takes about 5.5 hours to charge this unit up at 2 amps, 5 volts, which is the input for the micro USB. Let's take a quick look at the unit itself so we can take a look at kind of the build quality. Now what we've got here is a matte black finish. They do have a matte white finish. It's got this rubberized texture on it here. This is where your coil is going to be for your wireless charging, so you've got that all set up for you. On the front you're going to see you've got some nice rounded edges here, and on the side you're going to have a micro USB input so that you can use that micro USB to recharge this. Now a thing to note on this is it does get a little bit warm near that charge port. It's not anything you have to worry about. I like the matte black finish. I like the size of it. It really feels good to carry around, and it's pretty slim. Now on this side you're going to have your button, and this button does a couple different things. Holding it down will turn on the wireless charging function, so you'll see a green light here which will turn to blue when we put a phone on it, and that means that your wireless charging function is on. You've got 4 LEDs on the right hand side as well that you're going to want to take a look at, and these are going to let you know how much power you have left in your power bank: 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So you get a look, a visual cue of how much power you have left in the power bank itself. This will go out after a few seconds, but first we'll take a look at this side. You've got your full USB port here for output. It's 5 volts at 2 amps. You have an LED flashlight, and you also have a lightning input. So if you want to use your lightning cable, it is 5 volts, 2 amps as well. It'll take about the same amount of time to use a lightning cable as it will to use a micro USB. So you can use either or. If you don't want to use the micro USB, you can use a lightning to actually charge this up, which is pretty cool. So, as you saw, the lights went out. They go out after if it doesn't detect a phone being charged via wireless. And I guess that's to save power, and that's totally fine. If you want to turn on the LED torch or LED flashlight, you just have to double click the button and it will come on, no problem. It's not super powerful, but it's interesting and it's a nice kind of feature to have in case you need something in a pinch. Double clicking again will turn this off. So let's take a look at charging this up. Now that we have this on, you've got a green light here. We're going to use my Galaxy Note 8, which has wireless charging built in, and we're just going to set it down. You're going to see that it turns blue when it detects a phone, and then it takes a second or two and it starts charging. We can see that we are wireless charging. I'm at 95%, and approximately 10 minutes to be fully charged. So no problems there whatsoever. Now the interesting thing is that we have a Spigen Tough Armor case on this. So that falls within that 8mm charging distance, which is awesome. I always check the wireless chargers to see if we can charge through a case. You can see it just started up again. No problems whatsoever through a case. So that's a definite plus. Overall, it charges no problems, no wires whatsoever. You've got 10,000 milliamps of juice in here. With my Note 8, I was able to recharge this twice and still have some left over. So this is a really nice charger here for the price point of $24.99. Again, remember that there's going to be a coupon code in the description to get you another 5% off. Last thing I want to mention is that it does get a little bit warm near the charge port while you're charging this device, but don't worry, they have short circuit and over voltage protection built in, so you don't have to worry about that at all. It's just one of those things that I wanted to mention. Again, it takes about 2 seconds once you put it on there, and it's good to go. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this, especially for the $24.99 price point. I'm definitely giving this a thumbs up. So that's my review of the Gebra 10,000 milliamp wireless charging power bank. Again, you can pick it up on Amazon. I'll have that link below. I'll also have a 5% off coupon that you can use, so you're getting 5% off that price. So this is kind of a really good deal on a solid power bank. 10,000 milliamps of power will work with the newer iPhones, will work with any phone that has Qi charging enabled on it. It charges through a case, which makes that a huge plus. The only downside that I found on this particular device was that the charge port gets a little bit warm while you're recharging the power bank. Warm, not hot, so just something to mention, not anything that I would really be worried about. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this device, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so because that always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.